Hey guys, it's Joshy here, bringing you my next Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. This battle I found while searching endlessly for random 6v6 single battles online, and actually came across a team that wasn't complete uber strength. I mean, you still got the Tapu Lele in there, which can be, depending on item, really bad, but you know, I'll give it a go, see how I go. I'm using the same team as last time. Yeah, I actually get to use more, get to have a whole battle this time. So anyway, I was trying to decide what to lead off with here, and if in doubt, lead off with Ambipom sometimes, because you know, I can at least suss out what's going on, whether it's a fake out or a protect. So yeah, there's my Ambipom ready to go, and excuse me, he actually sends in his Tapu Lele, and I wasn't sure what I should do here first. I almost click fake out, but then remember with the Psychic Surge there's actually no priority moves can be used, so I decided to go for a protect and gauge on what move he was going for, if he was going to try and do any form of setting up or that, and you go straight for the Psychic, so he's probably going to one-shot me if I stay in. So I just sat there for a bit and tried to decide, and I thought I have nothing really to take a hit, so I actually sent in Survivor to sack off right at the beginning. So I was worried that it was going to be a stupid decision early on, but luckily not. So down goes Survivor, so I'm 1-0 down straight off. And send in Midnight because I'm pretty confident with my mixed defences and a bit of HP investment, I'll get a chance to set up with my Shell Smash and at least, if not take him out, get a strong hit afterwards. He actually outspeeds me easily every time, and I'm sure he's scarfed for the fact he's also going for Psychic again. So with my Shell Smash off, by just living there, I get my attack raise boosts and speed boost, and also White Herb to reduce the defense drop, which not that it matters, that I'm literally on 10 HP, and get my shields down, so I know there's no way even scarfed, even if he's top speed scarfed, he can't outspeed me. So on acrobatics, full power, attack up twice, there's no way Tapu Lele lowering. So I'm really glad to get that down, because that I thought was probably the biggest threat sitting in his team. And he brings out the next biggest threat. So I carry as well Power Gem and Dazzling Gleam, so unfortunately Power Gem was the only move that wasn't not very effective, and I knew unfortunately that wouldn't be strong enough to take him out, and really all he had to do is hit me with any move and I was gone. So anyway, I'm down, so that's 1 down on his and 2 on mine, so he gets a special attack boost, and I wasn't too worried, and I was glad the weirdness is gone. So I sent in Seismitoad here knowing I could live a move, and actually expected him to switch on this one but thought I'd go for it anyway, but he stayed in and used Sludge Bomb. I knew I could take that easy, hoped I didn't get poison, and luckily I didn't, and Earthquake with, you know, stab 4 times weak, there's no way he's living that one, and he's down. So back on track a bit more, feel like I'm getting back into this battle, especially taking out the 2 that I was most fearful for. The Oranguru comes in here, and I decide to stay in, just keep going with my Earthquake. I know I can at least do a decent amount of damage, and yeah, so I thought, okay, that works out easy, 3-hit kill, should be able to easily get that. And he pulls out the Trick Room, and I was a bit like, ugh, that sucks, because my Seismitoad has all attacking moves, and I could run a Assault Vest on him, which then would raise his special defense more, but I actually do prefer to run a Salic Berry, which you can see here. But I mean, we Trick Room up, it's extremely pointless. If anything, it makes me worse, but I get my second Earthquake off, take him right down, unfortunately don't kill, and there's no way I'm going to live the next attack, but I just decided to stay in because there's no point sacking anything else off at this stage. Everybody else is quite viable to the battle, and it takes a turn of the Trick Room out anyway. So down goes my Seismitoad, and so I bring in my Ambipom because I'm pretty confident a fake out can easily take him out, and even with Trick Room up, doesn't matter, I go first. So I fake out, and he just lives there. It must be a 5 to 10 health, and I take a Psychic, and I'm a bit worried here, but surprisingly I take less than half health since Ambipom, so he has 1 turn of Trick Room. I checked left side, put up a Protect so he can't hurt me, and then I can easily outspeed him next turn and not let him get the Trick Room back up. So done, and I'll just fling off my little Razor Fang to him, and there's no way he's going to survive that hit. He's barely on any health anyway. So that's the Oranguru down, so I'm going pretty well actually in this battle, pretty exciting, and he brings out the Torkoal, which I knew from the beginning of the battle was the Sun Setter for the Lilligant. So I thought, okay, well here I know I can hit him quite hard, and I'll check how hard I can hit him. So I pull out the Last Resort, and actually surprisingly take him under half health, and his heat wave misses, which I thought I was gone with. So I thought I'm going to wear this sun down a little more, so the longer I can get rid of it. And he didn't have a heat stone, so I know that it was going to run out quicker, and I wanted to slow him down. So back in with the last resort and actually take out the Torkoal in 2 physical shots. So goodbye Torkoal. So I brought out second last one, Lilligant, which he had set up, sun, so I know he was going to outspeed me. So I go for the protect here, so I can at least waste another turn of sun. And surprisingly, he pulls out the Z move, so unfortunately I can't fully protect through this, and I am going to take some damage here. I was still surprised, as you'll see in a second, that I didn't completely die to this move, which just shocked me because Ambipom seemed to be a lot more, not that he's bulky at all, but bulkier than I thought he'd be, because he has no investment in anything but attack and speed on this set. So I would have been a little bit salty if I was the other guy after those 2 attacks couldn't seem to take him out. Anyway, he finishes me off with a Leaf Storm, so he's obviously a Chlorophyll Leaf Storm set. Thank goodness not carrying the Petal Dance, because that would have drove me nuts. But I mean, once I knew he had the sun, I knew he wasn't an own tempo. So I thought I'll bring in my Posey here because he's already lowered his special attack, and if I can stick him in here with Wrap, that'll be great. But unfortunately it pulls out the Sleep Powder, which is a pain in the ass. And I'm asleep. But luckily I know he's had a double special attack drop, and I'm quite defensive in both, but a little bit more in special defense. I know whatever he's going to throw at me, I'm going to survive. And yeah, I take that pretty easy, and his special attack drops again, so it's going to be a while for him to take me out if he keeps the Lilligant in. And so unfortunately I didn't wake up in time and wasn't able to stick him in here with his lowered stats. So here he retreats and sends in his other last Pokemon, Mudsdale. So I thought, oh well, what happens happens, and I wake up and Wrap bloody misses. So I'm like, okay, so I'm lucky here because the Mudsdale's a male Pokemon, and I like to run Attract on this set, so luckily enough, Attract hits, and I've sped this up here because it actually is, was a bit long. I like to do this type of set, fall in love, keep them chained in, and then toxic them to death. General, normal relationship these days. So I set him up, he's just trying to hit me through, and he gets away with a hit there through the Attract. And so I use Synthesis here because I have Triage, so I go first. He gets through again and hits me, and I go further down. And I'm like, I need to make sure he needs to get stuck and infatuated there so I can at least get away with a recovery. And luckily he is immobilized by Love. So pretty much almost down, one more turn, and I thought, what do I do here? I thought I'm going to get back full HP, so if he does get through and hit me, I have more, but no, he's in Love, and goodbye. Loved you to death. Now he brings in his last Pokemon here, and I wasn't too afraid because I thought so far all I've seen is Sleep Powder and Leaf Storm. And here he goes for Leaf Storm again, misses actually, but would have dropped his special attack. And I thought, even if I die, I know I have Simisear, or my female Simisear, Shimisear, sitting in the back. So I thought easily, as long as Fire Blast doesn't miss, there's no way he can stop me, especially with his dropped. Sped this up again because it was another bit of a stally. Unfortunately, I can't make a fall in love with me because Pokemon only abide by straight rules. And yeah, so wrapped in, poisoned, and I'm just going to stall him here while I keep recovering. And yep, last turn he finally hits me with a Sleep Powder. I'm going to go to sleep, and I'm just going to sleep straight through his death here. And I'm just snoring away for a second. Little comfy, little death trap can be sometimes. I mean, I do enjoy using stally sets, but I enjoy using a lot of different sets, especially some that can surprise people, because a lot of people are used to comfy bringing in like a Calm Mind heal, and I give him one last wrap squeeze to death even though I'm asleep, and Lilligant's down, and that's the battle. I win it 2-0, and I didn't even get to bring out my Shimisear. So yeah, if you like that battle, guys, leave a like and let me know if you want to see anything else. If there's anything you'd like me to try, leave it in the comments and I will get around to it if I can. So hope you guys liked it, and if you want to see more, let me know. See ya!